the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they know this game will be a battle. The team they defeated in the conference finals, they're not taking this one lightly. Tonight, two teams that have been very hot as of late. Shaq, when you're facing a team that's been on a tear, what's the best way to disrupt their rhythm?
So you got to identify any kind of weakness and attack it, Ernie. You got to attack it relentlessly, like a pit bull bite.
Wow.
And you got to play good defense all the way through the clock.
Well, that was nerving. But great rebounding, gives you extra possessions. You just have to capitalize on mistakes. What is he doing?
I wish I had an answer for all the times you've said that.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. So glad you can join us from the beautiful Target Center, the home of the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And, of course, Tyus Jones. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different disposition than his predecessor and mentor, Kevin Garnett. KG said of Cat, don't take the smile for weakness. He plays with another type of engine. What they do share, Kevin, is a true love for the game. Back to you.
Outstanding, D.A. Thank you. All-Star break coming up. The NBA is always looking for, Brent, ways to make it more entertaining, especially the All-Star game itself.
Well, I like that over the past couple seasons, the players have sort of honed in on the competition of the game and how it is that they want to find ways
It's made it better, hasn't it?
I think so. But we've talked about it, Kevin, that if you go back to some of the old salty dogs who talk about how there's no defense and we always used to grind it out. You know, the mid-'80s games were like 152 to 147. So
in an era of not a lot of scoring. Yeah, right?
It's been like this for a while. Yeah. But I do like that the players have addressed it. I do like that the players want to seem like it's more competitive than we know it is. It's an exhibition. They put on a show, but they are aware of it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Sacramento, Jokic is out there with Bagley, and it's Young, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Murray in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Walker after the miss from Trae Young. Whiteside kicks to Walker. Five to shoot. And he hits the jump shot. Walker's got the opening basket of the game for the Timberwolves. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento moving it around. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now here's Walker. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. The shot's good. Towns has got his first 2 points of the night.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Towns. Walker against Young. Here's easy breezy, and that one is stuffed right through.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now, here's Bagley. 9 points last game. Right side, Antetokounmpo gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
It's a good decision there. Giannis isn't easy to stick with, especially after the screen.
Young against Walker. Passes it to Easy Breezy. Good it is. This goes to town. Easy Breezy's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Fades. That one doesn't go. Timberwolves go the other way with it. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Jokic passes to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Back to Jokic. And no good that time. Minnesota leading by 7. Doncic dishes to Towns. Doncic kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Doncic. Here's the dish to Whiteside. Here's Easy Breezy. Antetokounmpo defending. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Dallas.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Now, here is Young. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Over to the left wing. Doncic passes to Towns. Here's the floater. And Whiteside sends it back. And it's Towns penetrating. Sacramento grabs the miss. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Walker. Kicks it to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handler.
Now, here's Jokic. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup. Easy Breezy. He's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. He's checked in for Jokic. Chris Middleton comes in for Bagley, and Hield subbed in for Murray. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. To the paint, Okogie. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Well, the one thing the Kings have gotten right, Brent, is this new home arena. It is one of the best in the league.
Well, on warm Sacramento nights, what's really cool about this place is they open it up. So you got the natural airflow. It sneaks in. It feels comfortable here. Something these fans can take a lot of pride in with what they've done in downtown Sacramento.
Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Doncic.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Doncic with the steal. Saric passes to Easy Breezy. That one wide left.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Young inside. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
Towns kicks to Doncic. Over Young. Another miss by Minnesota. The Kings trail by 12. Middleton outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Shot clock at 5.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
The Kings shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
All free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Timberwolves leading by 10. The pass to Doncic. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Passes to Easy Breezy. That shot off, and it's the Kings taking it the other way. It's good from long range.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Now here's Towns. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Here's Towns. They lead by 7.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolving.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. but it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
From 7, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Wasted no time on that one. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Doncic. Over Hield. Doncic, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Sacramento. Young, right side.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. You just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold, and then take what the defense gives you.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Brownie's checked in for Towns. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Easy Breezy. And it's Kemba Walker in for Doncic. Sacramento also making some changes. Jokic is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Jamal Murray in for Young. Now, here's Bogdanović. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Brown, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Murray against Walker. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Bol. Walker with the rebound. Outside Bogdanović. And it's off from 3-point range. The Kings trail by 9. Now here's Hield. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Jokic. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Mid-range game as Jokic spotted himself up and drilled that one.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Okogie covered by Hield. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The shot by Saric, no good. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Hield. To the middle. Here's Jokic. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Saric. And for Jokic, just keeps getting better, Brent, but always stays very grounded in terms of his personality.
Yeah, I think his brothers had a lot to do with that. You just don't see the big ego coming out of him. In fact, you see a guy who's enjoying the game. He smiles, he's laughing with teammates, he enjoys being with this group and around this coaching staff, and he went as far as to say that he plays every game as a game of pickup basketball in his hometown. I need to travel over there and get in that game.
Timberwolves leading by 4. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. To the middle. And Saric kicks to Bogdanović. Out to Saric. Lets it go. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Saric has got his first bucket in this one.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanović.
Walker against Murray. down low. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 9 points.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Walker penetrating. It's deflected. And there's the pass to Bull. Hield dishes to Murray. Passes to Jokic. And it's blocked by Brown. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor, but that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
We've got Brown. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Dario Saric. And there's Kemba Walker. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop him.
Hield finds Middleton. On the wing, Hield. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Murray. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Dallas.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Brown. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. So it's Sacramento. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And he gets the bucket. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
You see how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Walker against Murray. Okogie connects from three-point range. He's got 8.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Bagley kicks to Hield. Pass to Middleton. 14 feet away. Here's Bagley. Makes it off the glass. Bagley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Bull. Hield outside. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Bagley. It's hauled in by Brown. Minnesota leading by 7. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Kings. Right now they've acquired the second best record in the conference. And checking out Minnesota, 6.5 games behind them.
And I think for Minnesota, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed. And that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Five to shoot. Okogie. That three off the mark. The Kings trail by 7. In the corner, Middleton with it. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Another three for Sacramento.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Okogie covered by Hield. Walker with a clean look, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And good passing.